Hello. Today we are going to talk about professional boundaries, what they are, and how we as caregivers can avoid crossing boundaries with our clients to provide positive care and avoid misconduct. Caregivers have a powerful role because they control when and how services are provided and have access to private information. The ability to set and maintain professional boundaries is essential to achieving fulfillment and satisfaction at work. It's the key to protecting your well-being and the well-being of your clients, colleagues, and loved ones at home. But now it's more difficult than ever to set boundaries in the workplace. Technology and the remote work environment have eroded the line between work and non-work. When working together everywhere, it's difficult to keep some distance between you and your work. It's important to be reasonable when it comes to accommodating others, but be careful not to let your care take over and lead to stress and burnout. This can have a negative impact on your emotional well-being and at work. Boundaries provide limits that allow for a safe connection between providers and clients and gives you the ability to communicate with clients so they will respect you and your time. Some examples of boundaries include not performing additional favors for clients, saying no to working on the weekends or outside of your scheduled hours, keeping personal and professional contacts necessary, and setting your work hours and sticking to them. You are your own individual person, and what someone else is comfortable with may or may not work for you. Some people are okay with the occasional work call during the weekend, others are not. All relationships are defined by boundaries, and it's important to define your limits. In this section, we will be discussing types of boundaries. Our first one is sharing personal information. Your relationship should be therapeutic and not social with your client. When sharing information, use caution when speaking and do not share information to make yourself feel better. Our next one is reacting emotionally to behaviors. Problem solve and help your client communicate their needs differently. Clients' behaviors are often a result of disease or disorder. Please refrain from negative reactions to behaviors. Our next one is nicknames or terms of endearment. Remember how you greet and address your client shows your professionalism. Avoid using terms like honey or sweetie and ask your client how they would prefer to be addressed. Touch. Observe clients' reaction to touch, realizing every person is different. Ask your client if they are comfortable with your touch. When using touch, only serve the client's needs and not your own. Unprofessional demeanor. Avoid profanity, jokes, or wording that could be offensive. Keep your voice, body language, and expressions calm and clear. Gifts, tips, and favors. Do not accept payment or tips from clients. Practice saying no to clients who offer gifts or money, or tell them it is against policy. Protect yourself and report if a client offers funds or large gifts to the agency. Over-involvement. Treat each client the same, regardless of any emotional reaction you may have to the client. Focus on the client's needs, not your own, and avoid visiting your client off duty. Secrets. Do not keep personal or health-related secrets with your client. Report changes in your client's condition to the agency. Personal secrets compromise your role and can result in abuse or neglect. Saying no can be difficult, especially if you're new at a job or responding to a supervisor, but you don't have to respond with a knee-jerk no. First and foremost, figure out whether it's feasible for you to help and to what capacity you can help. If you have neither the desire nor the bandwidth to help, it's important to be straightforward and upfront about your reasons. Talk with your supervisor or manager if you feel that you have gotten out of bounds with your client, and consider any changes that you can make yourself to shift that relationship back to the professional side. And always keep a boundary between your work and personal life. Thank you.